The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a three. That one's in, and we're tied.
And that one's hit high in the left center, going back, and it is gone! It's a grand slam for Belle Lennard!
Opine can get a good pitch. She's 0 for 2, fly out on the ground down. That's a good pitch going into deep left field, and Opine, it's gone over the scoreboard and everything, and it's a two-run shot. It's 6-5.
Anthem dropping back, he's going deep, far sideline, he's got his man, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Fargo South Bruins. That is a 51-yard touchdown pass. It'll be Ethan Olsen taking the kick. And he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Kobe Johnson serve up and over. Fix sets it up. Bailey Nelson puts it down for point 22. At 0-0 between North-South and the Jetsons, taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway, one-on-one, hard, she scores! And it's 1-0, Minot Majets off the goal by Carson Abrahamson. The junior forward on the breakaway sends it over the left shoulder. Henningsgaard, as he tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for three. Got it and one! Wow! All right, welcome back here to the Den here at Bruins Country, Fargo South High School. Certainly appreciate you tuning in tonight in the junior varsity game. If you're just tuning in, well, it was actually Moorhead who led 42-35, and at one point they had a 13-point lead, but Fargo South was able to creep their way back into that one in the second half, and we had a beautiful, awesome game in the second half in the JV game, and had it not been for a foul and one opportunity at the very final seconds of the second half, there was a pretty strong possibility that game had some pretty high possibilities of going to overtime, but a foul did the trick, and that was the dagger for Fargo South as they would go on to pick up the 70-65 win over the Moorhead in the junior varsity game. So with that said, let's get you set now for the varsity game here. We're about 8 minutes away from the tip-off. Let's take a look at all these two teams break down side by side. You got the Moorhead Spuds coming in with an overall record of 11-3. They're 2-1 in section play, no conference games at this point in time. 6-1 at home. They're 4-2 on the road. They come into this one on a 3-game winning streak, and in those 14 games, they've scored 1,007 points. They've given up 909. That's an average of 72 points on offense and 65 points for the opposing team. For the Fargo South Bruins, they come in with an overall win-loss record of 4 wins, 8 losses, 4-7 against EDC opponents. They are 2 wins, 4 losses when they play here at home in the Den in Bruins country. When they play outside of the Den, they are 2-3. They come into this one having won 1 in a row, scoring 790 in those 12 games and allowing 874, so they've been outscored by plenty by their opponents. It's an average of 65 points a game for the Bruins and 72 points a game for their opponents, which just happens to be what the Moorhead Spuds average scoring on offense per points per game it happens to be. So we'll see if the Spuds get 72 in this game or if Fargo South will keep them under that 72 mark. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these two teams have done so far this season. For the Moorhead Spuds, they, like I said in the junior varsity game, they've had a lot of close games, and they've been on the fortunate side of the scoreboard in a majority of those close games. 62-61 win over Alexandria, for example. That's one of the close games. And then 91-80 win over Buffalo. Then they got the 54-51 three-point win over, I can't read it because of the fact that I can't see that. Let's make it full screen. There we go. And I still don't know how to pronounce that. Beneldi St. Margaret. Say, that sounded good. And then 73-53 loss to Maple Grove. 62-50 loss to Osseo. A 69-53 win over Fergus Falls. A comfortable 100-64 win over Red Lake. And then a 3-point victory over Norman County East. Ulen hit it all. An 80-65 win over Rogers. An 88-55 win over the Fargo Shanley Deacons. 99-82 loss to Minnetonka. 67-66 win over Fridley at home. 84-63 win over West Fargo. And a 67-60 win most recently over the Fergus Falls Otters, bringing them into tonight's game against the Fargo South Bruins, who lost their first game of the season to the Bismarck Legacy Sabres, 77-55. They'd follow that up with a loss to Fargo Davies, 69-53. 75-50 win over the Devils Lake Firebirds, a 89-84 loss to the Fargo North Spartans. And then 72-60 win over the Grand Forks Central Knights. They'd follow that one up with another win, 60-53 over Shanley, and then a 73-54 loss as they fall to the Rough Riders out of Grand Forks Red River. And then a 73-45 loss to the Wahpeton Huskies down in Wahpeton. 84-60 loss to the Mustangs. Mustangs, good team. That was a game we had for you here on the ND Sports Channel. If you missed that one, you want to watch it again, just click on the game rewind button at our website or click on final scores, and you can watch it via the play link on the schedule there of the final scores. After that Cheyenne game, 88-77 loss to the West Fargo Packers. And it says 98-1, but I know they scored more than 1 point in that game. So I'll try and pull that one up there against Fargo Davies. And then a 74-60 win against Devils Lake. That brings them into tonight's matchup against the Moorhead Spuds. We are about just shy of 4.5 minutes away here from the opening announcements and all that good stuff. So we'll take a short time out, and then when we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups and all that good stuff when we return after this here on the ND Sports Channel. Back in a couple minutes here on the ND Sports Channel. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. All right, welcome back here as we're about 2 minutes away from the opening announcements here between the visiting Moorhead Spuds and the Fargo South Bruins here at the Denton Bruins Country at Fargo South High School. A lot of the Moorhead fans on the far side of the gym, while the Fargo South fans directly in front of me to my left and to my right. The Moorhead Spuds, they come into this one overall with a record of 11 wins and 3 losses. The Fargo South Bruins come in with an overall record of 4-2. As we return now to the screen, your starters, we'll go over those in a little bit, but first, here's some names that you'll hear coming off the bench, especially for Fargo South. A couple of names that you'll hear off the bench will be Semso Sabasic is the one I'm looking for there. Also, Cameron Archigo, we'll call his name a few times, and he'll come off the bench. And then Sibomana Enoch will come in off the bench as well for Fargo South. For Moorhead, I was talking to their head coach during the JV or before the JV game there, and well, he said that pretty much everybody is going to come off the play. They rotate through their bench pretty evenly. So Blake Walthall, let's see here. Let me grab the other sheet that he gave me. And Lee Carfier will be a couple that you might see off the bench here for Moorhead Spuds. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer now for the starting lineups.
On behalf of Fargo South, their team and fans, we extend a warm welcome to the Spuds and their fans. The North Dakota High School Activities Association and the Eastern Dakota Conference encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As high school students, athletes, we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We invite you to support our effort this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your headgear. For the presentation of the colors by the Fargo Public Schools Air Force Junior ROTC under the direction of Colonel Stephen Muse. The color guard team is commanded this evening by Cadet Jackie Dixon, accompanied by Cadet Jager Jensen, Cadet Ethan Frumstead, and Cadet Dylan MacArthur. Please remember to remain standing until the guard has left the floor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join Fargo South Ziggy McGill in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave toward the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, a huge thank you to the Junior ROTC under the command of Jackie Dixon, accompanied by Jager Jensen, Ethan Frumstead, and Dylan MacArthur. Ladies and gentlemen, how about Ziggy McGill? What a great national anthem. At this time, I'd like to introduce the varsity cheerleaders for the Fargo South Bruins, starting with Amaris Bruca, Mia Fossey, Didi Hiyama, Abigail McAndrew, Angel Moen, Tia Thompson, Caitlin Young, and they are coached by the ever-comparable Mrs. Kiana Solo. And now, the starting lineups for tonight's game in alternating fashion, beginning with the Moorhead Spuds. Number 2 was 6-foot sophomore Belen Alamadi. And for the Bruins, a 5'10" junior, number 3, Danny Lahai. A 6'1" senior, or junior, number 12, Quentin Haig. A 6'3" senior, number 5, Kier Mabor. A 6'1" senior, number 14, Anthony Angadi. A 5'6" senior, number 11, Josiah Brijal. A 6'6" junior, number 20, Drew Hagan. A 6'2" senior, number 13, Ali Mata. A 6'6" senior, number 23, Malik Harden Hayes. And a 6'4" senior, number 22, Dawson Weisenberger. Assistant coaches for the Spuds, Matt Ellington, Jackson Lingus, Jay Hartman, Rachel Johnson, head coach, Mr. Tyler Moorman. Assistant coaches for the Bruins, Mike Vincent, Derek Oren, Mike Owens, Mike Kiltsdunk.
All right, so
Jeff
those are your
Cole,
starting lineups.
Caleb Johnson, Jordan Cole Drager, Jason Konchek, and the head coach, Mr. Mike Hendrickson. The Fargo Public Schools would like to acknowledge Sanford Sports.
So your starting lineups one more time for the Fargo South Bruins. The 5'10" junior guard, number 3, Danny Lahai. The 6'3" senior guard, number 5, Kier Mabor. The 5'6" senior guard, number 11, Josiah Brijal. A 6'2" senior forward, number 13, Ali Mata. And the 6'4" senior forward, number 22, Dawson Weisenberger. For Moorhead, it's number 2, Belen Alimada. Ali Mady. I wrote it down and I got it right there. And then you got Quentin Haig, Anthony Angadi, Drew Hagan, and Malik Harden Hayes. And the tip is won there by the Fargo South Bruins. As Brashal will pick it up there, and the shot is up and won't go. Offensive rebound up and in underneath by Ali Mata. 6'2" senior puts the Fargo South Bruins on the board first here, and it's a 2-0 lead. 17:40 to go as Moorhead's trapped in that corner there. Ball's tipped up in the air. Spuds will bring it down. Maybe got away with the travel. They'll pump it into the far corner there, trying to drive baseline. Now they'll kick it back outside here to Ali Mata. Get the Moorhead guys down here ASAP. Inside there, that's Harden Hayes. Harden Hayes gets it back up top there for Hagan. 2 on the shot clock. They have to put it up. Shot clock buzzer. That'll be a turnover. First turnover of the game, and the ball goes back to the Fargo South Bruins. So triggering the inbounds pass, there will be Weisenberger putting it into the hands of Danny Lahai, who crosses the timeline with 17:05 to go here in the first half of play. Weisenberger up top, flips it over far side there for Ali Mata. Mata with the bounce pass inside there, mid post for Weisenberger, backs up on the defender, misses the shot. Mata comes in there, can't get it to go. Ball gets deflected around, ends up in the hands of Kier Mabor. Mabor, 2 passes later, gets into the hands of Lahai. Lahai pumps it in near wing now for Mabor. Mabor thought about driving baseline, instead puts it back up top there for Weisenberger, who hands it off to Brashal. Brashal will swing it over for Danny Lahai for a long 3. That bounces off the front of the rim and won't go. Well, the whistle on a foul, first foul of the game, coming up here for the Moorhead Spuds. Team foul number 1 at the 16:32 mark. It's going to go on Malik Harden Hayes, 6'6" senior. Inbounds pass comes into Weisenberger near the top of the key. 27 to shoot on the shot clock. 16:27 on the game clock as Brashal will put it to Lahai. Lahai fakes left, back over to Brashal here in the near corner. Brashal will give it back there, and that is Kier Mabor with the triple. 5-0. Kier Mabor, and the PA announcer, I got to give him grief because he, I don't know. Jack Michaels told me how to say his name, and I trust Jack Michaels. He's never once in 4 years told me a name
Fouls on the Bruins,
incorrectly.
number 13, Ali Mata. His first personal foul. The team's first of the half at the line shooting. Number 20, Drew Hagan.
Ali Mata picks up his first foul, and Drew Hagan gets the first point of the game here for the Moorhead Spuds. is 5-1. Once again, if I say the score and it doesn't match up with what's on your screen, what I say is always correct. These hotkeys stick a little bit sometimes, and the second free throw's up and in. 2 for 2 for the Spuds. Drew Hagen 2, Fargo South 5. Back the other way now. That's Kier Mabor with the basketball. He'll put it into the hands of Brishal. Straightaway 3 off the back rim, won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands there of Alimeda. Alimedi. I'm gonna write that in so I know how to say it. I don't have trouble with them too often, but nice move there by Kier Mabor. Yes, 5 points. 7-2, 15.5 to go here in the first half of play. Back the other way now, that's Hardin Hayes. Hardin Hayes won't get the bucket to go in. Going down the rebound is Weisenberger. He'll feed it up into the hands of Lahia. Looks for Mata down low. And the Moorhead Spuds want to talk it over. We'll let them talk it over and be right back here after this short timeout here on the ND Sports Channel.
Your own car on the way home. Please wear your seatbelt.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back. It's 9-2 in favor of the Fargo South Bruins here with 15-13 and counting to go. Spuds have the basketball. They work it over on the far corner, looking down for the low block for that was Hardin Hayes. Hardin Hayes trying to feed it there to, or no, check that. It was Donovan Hins who tried to feed it to Hardin Hayes. 15 minutes to go now. Kier Mabor with the basketball over on the far wing. 20 to shoot on the shot clock now. Mata, cross-court pass into the hands of Danny Lahai with a catch and shoot. 3, and it's in! 12-2. Danny Lahai gets the triple. 2 triples and 3 two-point baskets.
That is his first personal foul.
Makes it 12-2 in favor of the Fargo South Bruins. Inbounds pass goes into the hands there of Trey Feeney. Feeney will bring it over the timeline now, being guarded by Lahai. Pumps it into the hands of Hagen. Hagen, the only one with the points so far for the Moorhead Spuds. Back up top, wide open for 3. Feeney got it!
3 points, Feeney.
Feeney with 3, Hagen with 2 for Moorhead's 5, 4:22 and counting, and that's number 22, Weisenberger with the basketball. And a whistle and a foul here will stop the clock with 14:20 to go here in the first half
Fouls
of play.
on Spuds number 20, Drew Hagen, his first personal foul, team second of that.
Once again, 12-5. Corner 3 from Lahai is up and in.
3 points to Lahai.
Back the other way quickly. That one won't go in, out of the hands there, Hins. Lahai with 2 triples now, 3 triples for the Bruins in this first half, when we're just now 4 minutes into it. Wide open, Lahai will try for another one. Lahai got it! And the Fargo South Bruins are cruising so far here in the first half. 18-5, 13:47 to go. Back the other way, can't get that one to fall. That was Drew Hagen. Weisenberger pulls down the rebound. Bruins will slow it down a little bit as Brishal brings it over the timeline there, guarded by Brady Wathal. Brishal picks up his dribble, he'll put it up for 3. Out the front of the rim, won't go. Weisenberger will chase down the rebound. 13:25 to go as they get it into the hands of Kier Mabor. Mabor drives into the paint, circles around. Luckily, he didn't get an offensive foul there for throwing the elbow. And Lahai will chase down the loose ball. They'll work it back to Mabor in the corner. Mabor tried to feed it along the baseline there to Ali Mata, who was stripped out of bounds by Donovan Hins, a 6'4"
Number 2, Belinda Alamati. Number 4, Lee Carfier.
Belinda
Number
Alimati.
12, Quentin Haig. Number 14,
Checks back into the
Gatti.
lineup.
And number
13-10 to play here,
Peter
first half
Nora.
of play.
For the Bruins, number 10,
Weisenberger with a strong move to the basket, gets his first 2 points of the game. 20-5, 13 minutes to play. Near wing, that's Ali Mata. Ali Mata swings, moving into the paint there. Couldn't see who it was. It was Quentin Haig. And he will draw the contact. And Quentin Haig will step up to the free throw line.
Haig with 2 points. Haig at the line shooting. The foul is on the Bruins, number 10, Savannah Enoch.
Sibomana Enoch, the guilty party there, picks up team foul number 3 for the Fargo South Bruins. 2 for Moorhead so far. Quentin Haig, a 6'1" junior for the Moorhead Spuds at the free throw line to shoot one. And that'll go off the front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound for the Spuds though. Into the lineup, number 4, Lee Carfier, a 6'4" junior for the Spuds. And Carfier has the ball right now, being guarded by Enoch. Carfier will drive into the paint, make a move to the basket around Enoch, won't go. That's going to be a foul on the Moorhead Spuds.
Foul is on Moorhead's number 22, Peter Narum. That is his first personal foul, the team's third of the half.
Peter Narum, the 6'3" senior, the guilty party on that one. It remains 20-7. 20-7. Kier Mabor drives into the lane. He gets it in there. 12-18, pass is intercepted by Weisenberger. Weisenberger drives into the paint, can't get it to go. Mata and Carfier battle for the rebound. Carfier gets it. Mata tried to poke it from behind. They'll feed it into the near wing. Now he moves into the paint, a little bit too strong off the glass. And that rebound, I think Lehigh is acting a little bit there. Looked convincing, but...
Fouls on the Bruins, number 3, Danny Lehigh. That's his second personal foul, the team's fourth of the half. Enter the game for the Bruins is number 11, Josiah Berjal.
So Danny Lehigh will get a breather on the bench with 2 fouls.
And also into the game is
DJ Rainey and Josiah Berjal will check into the lineup. 22-7, 11:59 to go here, first half of play. Inbounds pass from the baseline, near side of the hoop. Handed right back off into the hands of Ali Mata. Corner 3 is up, won't go in. Offensive rebound there by Peter Narum. That one won't go. Weisenberger pulls down the board. Gets it up to Bershal. Bershal into the corner from Mabor. Mabor dribbles up to the near wing, picks up his dribble, tries to feed Rainey down on the low blocks. He'll spin around through defenders and get it in up on the glass. DJ Rainey with his first bucket of the game. Moorhead trailing 24-7. I haven't followed the Moorhead Spuds too often, but based upon the final scores of their games, I would have to make a guess that they haven't trailed like this before. But then again, that might be due to the fact that I haven't seen Fargo South play this way against any other opponent
for Moorhead, and the game is number 10, Trey Feeney, number 20, Drew Hagan, number 23, Malik Harden-Hayes.
That three-pointer's up and in. I think that was Malik Harden-Hayes with the triple.
Donovan Hintz, substitution for the Bruins, entered the game was number 35, Cameron Archigo.
Oh, you just heard all the substitutions in the background. I won't go through them all. I believe that was Harden-Hayes with the triple. And now that whistle stopped the clock with 10:59 to go. Forgot I had a live monitor here, which is on a delay. So if I ever miss a basket, I can just glance to my left and see who scores it about 5 seconds later. It's a new feature that we've added. And that driving to the baseline there was number 22.
Fouls on the Bruins, number 5, Kier Mabor.
23, that's Harden-Hayes. Kier Mabor.
At the line shooting, number 23,
gets the
Harden-Hayes.
Personal foul. That's 6 now on Fargo South. Three-pointer up, a little short this time from Mabor. Enoch tried to pull down the rebound. It'll go off his back ankle out of bounds, and It'll be Moorhead Spud basketball. 24-11 with 10:44 to go here in the first half of play. Bruins will relent on the full court pressure, at least at the moment. Bringing it over the timeline is Brady Wethal, 5'11" sophomore. Now they'll work it up top there, and that's stolen away by Sibomana Enoch. Enoch, spin move to the basket. Hook shot, won't go. Draws contact, and the foul. Stopping the clock with 10:30 to go here in the first half. Team foul number 4 on the Spuds.
His first personal foul, the team's 4th of the half at the line, shooting number 10, Sibomana Enoch.
Enoch, his first trip to the line in the games today. And the first one's in. Made it look easy.
Substitution for the Bruins entering the game is number 22, Dawson Weisenberger.
25-11. 10.5 to go here in the first half. Enoch at the free throw line. Made the first, second's on its way. That one will bounce out the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Archigo, and he puts it up and in. Bruins get 3 points off that, 27-11, 10-19 and counting. They'll work the ball into the near corner here for Hagen. Hagen cross-court pass, 3 is up. 3 will bounce in and out, won't go. Archigo pulls down the defensive board, puts it into the hands of Brajal. Brajal will bring it up over the timeline with 10:05 to go. Work his way over to the far side, get the screen from Weisenberger and put up the 3. That one will bounce around. Weisenberger gets the rebound and the bucket. Second chance points there for Weisenberger. He has 4, and the Bruins have 29. 29-11, 9:47 to go. Drive into the basket is Brady Wethal. That one will not go. Rainey pulls down the rebound. Now the ball's poked away. Rainey maintains possession, and Brashal maybe getting away with a travel, and he knocks down the ball too.
Brashal.
Spuds working into the hands there, Hardin Hayes. Hayes, a couple passes later now over to the far wing, trying to get around Rainey. They'll put it back into the hands of Wethal. Wethal into the corner here for Hardin Hayes. Hayes being guarded by Archigo. Hayes will circle his way around back up top. Spin move into the lane with 6 on the shot clock. Whistle will sound, stopping the clock with 9:09 to go here in the first half of play. And it'll be a foul on Dawson Weisenberger.
Dawson Weisenberger, that's his second personal foul. Team 7th at the line shooting. Number 23, Malik Hardin Hayes.
Hardin Hayes is 2 for 2 from the free throw line in this game so far. Those Spuds are 4 of 5 in the game, and now he's 2 of 3, and the Spuds are 3 of 6.
Substitutions for the
Kieran
Spuds.
Mabor
Entering the game is number 12.
checks in.
Hayes.
DJ Rainey checks
14,
in for
Anthony
Fargo
Ngati.
South.
Entering the game for the Bruins was
Anthony
Kieran
Ngati
Mabor.
checks into the lineup, number 14 there for the Moorhead Spuds. And he will miss both of those free throws. He went from 2 for 2 to 2 to 4. 150% in a matter of 20 seconds. Rashal, far side, Archigo catch and shoot 3 a little short. Nice rebound underneath there by Kieran Mabor, but it was blocked and tipped away. And now a baseball pass down to the other end of the court and laying it in off the glass. This Trey Feeney, he has 5 points now. And the Spuds are at 13, 31-13, 8:40 and counting to go here, first half of play. Rashal, top of the key, gets it to Mabor. Mabor runs into a double team down by the baseline, in a little bit of trouble. He needs some help. 17 to shoot on the shot clock. And somebody went out of bounds, and they're saying it's going to stay with Fargo South. Sibomana Enoch will trigger in the inbounds pass. No, check that. Yeah, it is Enoch. Yep. Enoch triggers it into Ali Motto, chases it down, and then it was stolen away by Hardin Hayes, and Hardin Hayes will lay it in off the glass.
2 points,
Fargo
Hayes.
South was trying to prevent the over and back call there. Hardin Hayes with 7 points now, 31-15, 8:17 to go. Rashal to Rainey. Rainey ball above his head with 19 to shoot on the shot clock. Rainey will give it up there for Enoch. Enoch, or no, check that. I can't see who that is. I'll find out here in a moment. Air ball to the right side of the hoop. Oh, that was Ali Mata who was over there. Okay, the 3 was crinkled up on his jersey. It looked like a 10. 8:01 and counting to go here, first half of play. The Spuds will bring it up over the timeline. With the basketball right now is Drew Hagen. Hagen working the ball back and forth along the top of the key here. Now it's into the hands of Quentin Haig. Haig into the corner for the three-pointer. That is off the backside of the rim. Spuds will maintain possession of the basketball. Hagen up top for Angotti. Driving baseline, got the bucket to go in. Quentin Haig with the bucket. 31-17.
Hagen.
Kier Mabor will get the screen from Rainey, dribble up top of the key, put it to Brashal, 4-3. A little too strong, and that was off the foot of Ali Mata, and it will go back to Moorhead. Eight turnovers from Moorhead, 5 for Fargo South, according to my numbers. 7:09 and counting to go now as Hagen with the basketball up top there for Haig, and Haig will drop the triple in.
3 points, Hagen.
31-20, timeout. Fargo South wants to talk it over. We'll let them be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Welcome back here to the Denton Bruins country, Fargo South High School. Fargo South has the 31-20 lead over the Moorhead Spuds. They are getting ready to wipe up some liquids off the floor here. Danny Lahai so far with 9 points, Kier Mabor with 5, Sibo Mana Enoch with 1, Josiah Brajal with 2, Ali Mata with 4, Dawson Weisenberger with 4, DJ Rainey with 2, and Cameron Archigo with 2 for Fargo South. For Moorhead, Trey Feeney with 5, Quentin Haig with 5, Drew Hagen with 2, Malik Harton-Hayes with 7, and that wraps up your individual scoring numbers thus far for the Moorhead Spuds. Once again, we have exactly 7 minutes to go here in the first half as they continue to clean up the floor here, and it looks like that process has almost come to a conclusion here. I want to thank a few of our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations, Game Time, as well as the Fargo South Booster Club, the Fargo North Booster Club, the North Fargo Softball Club, and the Fargo Davies Booster Club for either their financial or equipment or some other donation to the ND Sports Channel that has helped make the station what it is today. We certainly appreciate all the support. As we're back to action now, Brashal with the between the legs dribble, gets it up there to Kier Mabor. Mabor here on the near wing with 20 to shoot on the shot clock, drives into the paint, floats it up and drops it in. 33-20. Kier Mabor now has 7 and second leading scorer right behind Danny Lahai with 9.
2 points,
That'll be a foul. I believe it's going to be charged to Kier Mabor. It'll be team foul number 8.
Foul is on the Bruins, number 35, Cameron
No,
Archigo.
check that. It's going to be charged to
His first
Archigo.
personal foul, the team's 8.
Archigo, 6-foot sophomore for Fargo South.
Harton-Hayes.
Malik Harton-Hayes, 2 for 4 from the line. He made his first 2, has missed his last 2 on his last trip to the free throw line, and now he knocks it down. He has 8, and he's officially the leading scorer now for the Moorhead Spuds with 6:39 to go in the first half. Second free throw on its way and in. Nice job there by Malik Harton-Hayes. And it's an 11-point basketball game with Mabor looks it up top there for Archigo. Archigo tried to get a screen from Rainey. Nothing developed from that. He'll pump it back into the corner for Motto. Feed it down low for Rainey. Rainey up top. Mabor over his head out of bounds into the scorer's table, and that'll go back to Moorhead. Turnover number 6 for the Fargo South Bruins. Fargo South 4-8 on the year. Moorhead 11-3 on the year. About half of those 11 wins were single-digit wins for the Moorhead Spuds. 4:22 to shoot on the shot clock here as they work it into the hands of Trey Feeney. Feeney, a 6'1" sophomore with 5 points. We'll give it up to Drew Hagan. Cross court, 3 is up at the front of the rim, won't go. Offensive rebound, and the tip in from Harden Hayes.
2 points, Harden Hayes.
33-24, 5:53 and counting to go here in the first half of play. As Mabor will have it high on the far side, get the screen from Rainey, dribble up top of the key. 18 to shoot on the shot clock, 5:42 to go here as he hands it off to Brajal. Brajal will pick up his dribble. He's in a little bit of trouble and needs some help. He'll get it into the hands of Kier Mabor in between the circles. Mabor trying to move into the paint, and the basket will not count. The foul came before the basket. That whistle will stop the clock with 5:31 to go.
Spots number 14, Anthony Ngati. His first personal foul, team's 5th. Substitution for the Bruins after the game is number
6'1"
4,
senior Anthony
Clemens.
Ngati, the guilty party on that one there for the Spuds. 5:31 to go here. Inbounds pass will be triggered by Brashal. Right in there for, couldn't see who that was. That was Antoine Clemens into the lineup now for Fargo South. And down at the other end. Ball will go out of bounds and will remain with Moorhead. It's up an inbounds pass from the baseline underneath their own hoop. Catch and shoot 3, wide open, and he cannot get it to drop. But an offensive rebound there. That one's up, won't go. Pulling down the rebound was Ali Mata. He'll hand it off to Mabor in the backcourt. Mabor across the timeline with 5:13 as he'll get it quickly into the corner for Archigo. That one a little bit too strong. Mata hustling in there to get the rebound, but unfortunately for his efforts, it went out of bounds and goes back to Moorhead.
Enter the game is number 24, Brady Walfall.
That'll go into the books as a turnover, and that's 7 now for Fargo South. It's a 9-point game, excuse me. 33-24 is what the score should say. Moorhead will work into the paint, pump it out in the corner. Quick passing here by the Spuds. Over to Harden Hayes. Harden Hayes trying to get around Archigo, and the foul will occur, and Archigo, if that's on him, it's his second. Team foul number 9, one away from the double bonus.
35, Cameron Archigo. That's his second personal foul.
And it is indeed on the 6-foot sophomore Archigo. Sibomana Enoch will come in for Archigo.
Sibomana Enoch.
Harden Hayes made it. He'll get one more as a result. He made his first 2, missed the second 2. Made his next 2, and now he's made 3 in a row. And now he's made 4 in a row. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 for Malik Harden Hayes, a 6'6" senior. That one's poked away and stolen. A nice behind the back move there by Quentin Haig. And then the basket's up and in. Haig will get credit for the steal. 4:27 to go. Shaw with the basketball. Feeds it in there for Clemens. And he got it to fall in. He'll go to the line to try and complete the 3-point play.
That's his second personal foul, the team's 6th. Entering the game for the Spuds, number 2, Dylan Alamadi at the line shooting.
16 fouls here for Moorhead now.
Number 4, and
Antoine Clemens, a 6'1" junior at the free throw line, and he will miss that one. Offensive rebound there for Ali Mata. And then the Spuds will take it away. Feeney with the basketball, gives it to Harden Hayes. Harden Hayes with the jumper, and he gets it in.
2 points, Harden Hayes.
Harden Hayes has scored a majority of the points here for the Moorhead Spuds in this one, as the Spuds pull within 5 now. The Spuds get another basket. I would imagine a Fargo South timeout is on the horizon here. Kier Mabor, and there's that steal, and now here comes the opportunity, and he got fouled on the way to the hoop. That'll keep the points out of the basket off the scoreboard, and he'll have to get those 2 points the hard way.
Number 10, Sibomana Enoch. That's his second personal foul. At the line shooting for the Spuds. Number 23, Malik Harden Hayes.
6 of 8 for Harden Hayes from the free throw line here in the first half, and 35-30 with 3:47 to go. First one is up and in. So the two he missed a while back. Must have been just getting some early game rust off his shot from the free throw line, because he's been perfect since then, and he remains perfect since then. And it's a 3-point game with 3:44 to go here in the first half. Kier Mabor, basketball, high far side, behind the back dribble, trying to get around there, I'll get it right next time, I promise. It's a hard one. Foul down at the other end, 3:29 to go. Clock will stop there with 3:29.
Fouls on the Bruins, number
Spots
5.
will go back to the free throw line. Kier Mabor picks up his second.
Number 2, Belinda Alamani.
Unofficially, 11 fouls now. They stopped keeping track at 10. Double bonus for the remainder of the first half here for the Moorhead Spartans. Ali Mahdi gets his first point of the game, and he'll miss the second one. And then the ball goes out of bounds. I looked down for a split second, didn't see which way who's going to get that ball, but it appears that'll be Fargo South. Halftime score from Velva. They lead the Rugby Panthers 26-17. That's a Class B score. And then also Park River Fordville Lankin defeats Finley Sharon Hope Page 62-37 in girls basketball. Baseball pass all the way down to the other end of the court. Ends up in the hands of Brady Withal. Withal tried to get it out of the corner. Weisenberger will intercept that one, give it to Mabor in the backcourt. Bruins hanging on to a 2-point lead. Rashal drives into the paint outside Danny Lahai. He has 3 triples. This time he drives the baseline. Tried to tip it back in. Loose ball and a foul. No foul. It was Fargo South out of bounds as that ball was being tipped up in the air, and they called the Bruins out of bounds. So that'll go into the books as a turnover number 8. And now both teams, oh no, check that. Moorhead's at 9, according to my numbers. Harden Hayes, top of the key, swings it near side here for Alimata. Alimata will try and get it to go in, won't go. Clemens will pull down the rebound, get it to Brashal. Brashal over the timeline with 2:30 to go here in the first half. Brashal to Weisenberger at the high post, turns around. All he finds is 2 orange jerseys. 3-pointer from Lahai, right into the hands of Mabor, underneath and one.
2 points.
9 points now for Kier Mabor.
Spuds number 12, Quentin Haig. His first personal foul, team 7th at the half at the line, shooting number 5, Kier Mabor.
Kier Mabor with this free throw enters the double-digit club with 10.
Substitution for the Spuds entering the game is number 14, Anthony Ngati.
That pushes the Bruin lead back up to 5. If you're not able to watch this game, if you have to leave your comfort of your home for some reason, you should be able to find this game on the My Athlete app. If you haven't heard about it, it's been out for about a year, I think, now, and I know that it's basically a simulcast on the My Athlete app, so you can watch this on your phone or at least listen to it. We'd prefer to have you keep your eyes on the road there, but at least listen to the game at any other cost. So. Up top to Lahai. Lahai will get the screen from Clemens. Lahai trying to get around there with all. Runs into a double team. Brashal in the corner up to Weisenberger on the near wing. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Weisenberger, cross-court pass, a little too high for Lahai. And if I would have said that a little bit quicker, it would have sounded so cool. A little bit too high for Lahai, who has 9 points in this basketball game. 38-33, a 5-point difference here as the Spuds try and look for an opportunity to cut that deficit down. Harden Hayes with the basketball, dribbles up to the top of the key. Weisenberger steps up on him, comes back to the near wing. They'll push it back up top. Now backs near wing. 3 is up and a little too strong out of the hands there of Trey Feeney, who has 1 triple in the game so far. 1:22 to go, and driving in, travel, yep, that's the call. Turnover number 9 for the Fargo South Bruins.
Substitution for the Bruins enter the game is number 10, Sibomana Enoch.
Sibomana Enoch and Ali Mata will check into the lineup for Fargo South, as does Drew Hagan, the 6'6 junior for the Moorhead Spuds. A minute 19 to go here, 38-33, a 5-point advantage for Fargo South.
The game now is number 32, Jamal Spivey.
Also checking in is the 5'10 junior Jamal Spivey. Played some halfback, running back with the Fargo South football team this fall. Right behind Danny Lahai, who was the #1 RB until he injured himself, and it's good to see that he's recovered from that injury. And well, that injury has not affected him in the basketball games that I've seen so far this season.
His third personal foul. At the line shooting, number 14, Anthony Ngati.
Sibomana Enoch, he's going to come out. It looks like Kier Mabor is going to come in for Enoch as Enoch collected his third personal foul now. And the free throw is off the front of the rim, no good.
Substitution for the Bruins enter the game is number 5, Kier Mabor. And for the
6'1 senior Anthony Ngati.
Number 23, Malik Harton
at the free throw line.
For the Bruins, number 3, Danny Lahai.
So Lahai also checks in addition to Kier Mabor, and Enoch does indeed get a breather on the bench. A minute 12 to go here in the first half. And Gotti at the free throw line, missed his first one, missed his second one. Defensive board here for Danny Lahai. Lahai with his team leading by 5 with a minute 7 to go. Gets it to, that is Mabor in the far corner. Now Lahai in the extreme far corner. And Mabor up at the top of the key. 15 to shoot on the shot clock. Mabor looking to drive in, gets it back to Clemens. Clemens will feed it to Enoch. No, that's not Enoch, that's Rashal. And a foul, no, they're gonna call a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor, possession arrow is opposite of where I'm standing at, so I can't see it. Looks like it'll favor Moorhead. Jamal Spivey will check into the lineup here for Fargo South, as does Drew Hagan for the Moorhead Spuds. And Hagan will trigger the inbounds pass from the far sideline over there into the hands of Ali Mahdi. 44 seconds to go, 38-33. It's been a 5-point game for a couple of minutes now. Into the corner, catch and shoot 3, and if the referee would not have turned his head, he would have gone to the line for a possible 4-point play. But the referee turned his head and missed the foul. And I guess you could call that a lucky break for Fargo South, as the Spuds pull it to a 2-point game, and now the decision has changed. It'll go back to Fargo South as Kier Mabor will check back in. Jamal Spivey will get a breather on the bench here for Fargo South. Also checking in for the Moorhead Spuds is the 6'1 junior Quentin Haig, who has 7 points right now and 0 for 1 from the free throw line for Quentin Haig. 26 to shoot on the shot clock for Fargo South after the inbounds pass is triggered. And it's into the corner there for Lahai. Lahai will dribble back up top in between the circles, and he'll reset. Get it over to Bashal, far side there. 20 to go. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bashal. 10 on the shot clock, 12 on the game clock. Mabor. 5 on the shot clock. And Mabor, whistle, stops the clock with 7.9 seconds.
Fouls on the Bruins, number 4, Antoine Clemens, his first personal foul in the game for the Bruins.
Anton Clemens picks up his first. And once again, they don't keep track after 10, but unofficially have them down for 13 fouls here in the first half for the Fargo South Bruins. With the basketball is Withal, and then another 3 at the buzzer that maybe he got fouled on, but that'll bring us to halftime. Your halftime score, Fargo South 38, and the Moorhead Spuds 36. We'll take a timeout, be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel with your halftime show. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. The ND Sports Channel is proud to give you access to the North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast. Just go to our website at ndsportschannel.com, click on ND Softball All-Stars, and you can have unlimited 24-hour access to each and every episode, past and present. The same episodes are also on our YouTube channel. Just click on playlists and look for ND Softball All-Stars, and click play on the episode of your choice, or watch them all from first to last, or shuffle the playlist to play each episode randomly. Help support and build the ND Softball All-Stars program. Send donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109. For more on ND Softball All-Stars, visit their website, ndsoftballallstars.com. The Class B podcast, presented by the North Dakota Basketball Hub, brings you student athletes and coaches interviews, Class B rankings talk, game analysis, and more. Check out the website at www.northdakotabasketballhub.com for all the latest and greatest Class B content. Make sure to follow ND Basketball Hub on Facebook and Twitter. Just search at ND Basketball Hub. That's at ND Basketball Hub, and get the latest updates on our podcast schedule and more. Listen to every episode on demand at ndsportschannel.com, as well as on our YouTube channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search at ND Scores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Star Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed, or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, welcome back here to the Den and Fargo South High School. At halftime, the Bruins lead by 2, 38-36. Bruins 2 of 4, 50% from the free throw line in that first half. Moorhead 10 of 17, or 58.8% in that first half of play from the charity stripe. Individual scoring here for the Fargo South Bruins, 9 for Danny Lahai, 2 for Anton Clemens, 12 for Kier Mabor, Sibo Manainok with 1, Josiah Brichal with 2, Ali Mata with 4, Dawson Weisenberger with 4, DJ Rainey with 2, and Cameron Archigo, with 2 of his own. For the Moorhead Spuds, Belin Alimati with 1 point, Trey Feeney with 5, Quentin Haig with 9, Drew Hagan with 5, Malik Harden-Hayes is a total of 16. And Harden-Hayes was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7 of 10 from the free throw line, 70% in that first half, accounting for 10 of the team's 17 free throws in that first half of play. Moorhead with 11 turnovers, Fargo South with 10, according to my numbers. And Moorhead with 7 team fouls, including 1 for Quentin Haig, 1 for Anthony Angadi, 2 for Drew Hagan, 2 for Peter Narum. No, let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong stat line. Angadi does not have a foul. So let's start over. Quentin Haig, 1. Drew Hagan, 2. Peter Narum with 2. Malik Harden-Hayes with 1. And Donovan Hins with 1. For Fargo South, unofficial total of 13 team fouls. They stopped keeping track officially at 10. Carmen Archigo with 2, Dawson Weisenberger with 2, Ali Mata with 1, Sibo Manainok with 3, Kier Mabor with 2, Antoine Clemens with 1, and Danny Lahai with 2. Free throws for Fargo South, 1 for 1 for Kier Mabor, 1 for 2 for Sibo Manainok, and 0 for 1 for Antoine Clemens. Free throws for Moorhead, 1 for 2 for Belin Alimadi. Let's see here. 0 for 1 for Quentin Haig, 0 for 2 for Anthony Agati, 2 for 2 for Drew Hagan, and then 7 of 10 for Malik Harden-Hayes, and that's your first half numbers here, as we're about 10 seconds away from the start of the second half of play here from the Den in Bruins country at Fargo South High School. Moorhead did sneak out onto the court. I didn't see him at first, but and there's your buzzer. So we'll start the second half of play here with the Fargo South Bruins leading by 2. Fargo South will have the ball going from right to left as you see it on your TV screen in their white jerseys. And there's a three from Lehigh. Off the back iron, won't go. Back the other way now comes the Moorhead Spuds. They'll pump it into the hands of Angotti. Angotti will spin around with a low block. And they'll work the ball back up top to Hardin Hayes. That shot is up, won't go. Rebound comes down to Ali Mata, flips it to Brashal up court. Brashal will pull up for the long two. That one will bounce up and down and come down into the hands of Hardin Hayes. Once again, Moorhead trailing by 2, looking to tie this thing up. Throws the elbow, and the foul will actually be on Fargo South.
Foul is on the Bruins, number 3, Danny Lehigh. His 3rd personal foul, the team's first of the half.
Lehigh with 3 fouls and 3 triples for 9 points. 38-36, 17-20 to go here, second half of play. And now they finally call the foul. That's the 3rd three-pointer that Moorhead has put up where they've gotten fouled, and that's the first one that they caught.
Number 22, Dawson Weisenberger, his 3rd personal foul, team second of the half at the line.
No fault of the official on that first one, as he honestly missed it. He looked away, fouled the ball to the net, and he missed the foul. There was nothing that he could do about it. I mean, if the official doesn't see it, he can't call it, right? So a little bit of backing up, playing the role of defense attorney there for the official, which I'm sure if any officials are watching that they were like, way to go, Mike. 38-37 now. And we're tied at 38. Malik Hardin Hayes with 18 points now with those 2 free throws. And we're all knotted up. Weisenberg, high post, tries the backdoor feed there from Mabor. That one won't drop in. Back the other way comes Moorhead, looking to take the lead. They'll work the ball around the perimeter into the hands there of Quentin Haig. Haig will give it up there for Angotti. Angotti will feed it into the hands of Ali Mady, and Mady will get, I think that was Mady who got it shot up and in.
2 points. Almadi.
Almadi. Okay, there we go. I'll get it. Offensive foul on Josiah Brashal. I think that's his first. Team foul second.
Foul is on the Bruins, number 11, Josiah Brashal. His first personal foul, the team's 3rd of the half.
Oh, team's 3rd, I guess. I must have missed one. Bounce pass into the corner, wide open for 3. Got it!
3 points.
Quentin Haig into the double digits now with 12 with that triple. 43-38 in favor of the Moorhead Spuds. Lehigh will work the ball up top, flip it into the hands there of Ali Mata over on the far wing, being guarded by Hardin Hayes. Back up now, near corner. That's Lehigh for 3. That one bounces off the front of the rim, won't rattle in. Hardin Hayes pulls down the rebound, comes back the other way, all the way, and he will draw contact, and he will make a trip to the free throw line. I'm not sure who the foul is on, though. We'll have to wait for the call on that one.
Follows him on the Bruins, number 13, Ali Madi.
Ali Madi, that is his second, I believe.
Bruin.
And Fargo South will talk it over. 43-38 is our score. Back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, coming out of the timeout, it's 43-38 in favor of the Moorhead Spuds, who were trailing 38-36 coming out of halftime. Now they have gone on a 7-0 run here.
Number 23, Malik Hardin Hayes.
The official will wait for Weisenberger to finish tying his shoe, and 15:51 on the clock. A 7-0 run right now for Moorhead to start the second half. Hardin Hayes at the line, and it's an 8-0 run. Hardin Hayes 3 for 3 in the second half. He was 7 of 10 in the first half. And now he's 10 of 13. Make it 11 of 14. 45-38. First foul on Moorhead here in the second half.
Fouls on the Spuds, number 2, Belinda Alamati. His first personal foul, team's first of the half at the line, number 5, Kier Mabor.
Kier Mabor will drain the first point of the second half here for Fargo South. He has 13 now, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, make it 3 of 3 with 14 points. 45-40, it's down to a 5-point lead here, and Fargo South still in this game here.
Fouls on the Spuds, number 20, Drew Hagan. His third personal foul, the team's second of the half, ending the game for the Spuds, number 10, Trey Feeney.
So the Spuds go on a 9-0 run before Fargo South scores their first point of the half. Right now it's 9-2 in favor of the Spuds. Make it 9, no, I was gonna say make it 9-5, but that won't be the case. Hardin Hayes can't quite control the pass, but his last touch by Ali Mata and will stay with Moorhead as it goes out of bounds. Take a look at that statewide scoreboard. The Bismarck Blizzard now lead in their girls hockey game. Let's see here, that one disappeared on me. I think it was 3-0. 3-2. They were playing West Fargo. West Fargo was down, or leading 1-0 at 1 point.
2 points, Hardin Hayes.
Hardin Hayes with 22 points now. 47-40. Weisenberger in the corner. Rashal over here on the near corner with his hand in the air asking for the basketball. Lehigh will put up the long 2 off the front of the rim, and the rebound comes down to Moorhead's number 14, Anthony Angadi. Angadi will get the ball back. Can't get it to go. Weisenberger pulled down the rebound, and now we have an injured Bruin on the ground. I can't see who that is at the moment. Let me take a quick trip around the floor. It looks like Lehigh. And Lehigh will get up, and he's walking on his own, so that's good news.
Substitution for the Spuds entering the game is number 24, Brady Waffwell, and number 40,
Moorhead Spuds.
Donovan Hins.
Girls hockey team leads 6-0 with 7:25 remaining in the third. After 3 quarters of play, Richland leads Kindred 46-30 at the end of the third. That is a boys basketball score. That should be a good matchup. It's not online anywhere that I'm aware of. Bowman County defeats Beulah 62-43. That's another score that just came in not too long ago. Here it's 47-40 with 14.5 to go in the second half of play. That is Hines, excuse me, with the missed shot. Weisenberger with the rebound. Back the other way comes Bershon. Bershon will dribble over, now get it to Archigo. Archigo will drive into the paint through defenders. Shot up, won't go in, but he'll make a trip to the free throw line to try and get those 2 points the hard way, stopping the clock with 14:13 to go here.
23, Malik Hardin Hayes. That'll be his second personal foul at the line, shooting number 35, Cameron Archigo.
Team foul number 3 for the Spuds, second on Hardin Hayes. This one just went final as well. West Hope Newburgh defeats Botno 62-40 in girls Class B basketball. Keep you posted on those scores as they continue to come into us. Certainly appreciate all those scores coming in. If you have a score, you can text us at 701-404-9072 as that free throw from Archigo is off the back of the rim. Archigo sticking to the 2-point margin right now in the scorebook in this game so far. That's Hins. Hins working to Hardin Hayes. Hardin Hayes will pull up for 3, miss everything out of bounds. Back to Fargo South. That goes into the books as a turnover. They had 11 in the first half. They've added 3 in this half so far. They're up to 14. Fargo South had 10. They're at 12 right now. Long two from Kier Mabor. Kier Mabor with 16 now with that bucket. 47-42, and back the other way, the missed layup, and Weisenberger pulls down the rebound. Whistle away from the action.
Foul is on the Spuds, number 40, Donovan Hintz. His second personal
Donovan
foul.
Hintz picks up his second.
Entering the game for the Brewers, number 23, DJ Rainey.
Rainey will trigger the inbounds pass to Brashall. Brashall will cross the timeline with 13.5 to go. Archigo here on the near wing. And that pass is intercepted. Back the other way now come the Spuds. That is Quentin Haig.
2 points, Haig.
.14 for Quentin Haig. 3 is up for Brashall. That one won't go. And that pass is intercepted by Mabor. Mabor will try and drive into the paint. He got it and one. Count it. 49-42, 49-44.
Foul is on the Spuds, number 10.
Trey Feeney picks up his
Trey
first.
Feeney entered the game, number 20. Drew Hagan at the line shooting, number 5, Kier Mabor.
13 minutes to go. Kier Mabor at the free throw line, and he knocks it in. Kier Mabor, a perfect 4 for 4. And a slam dunk from Harney.
2 points, Harden Hayes.
That one will go into the highlight reel. We've had 2 slam dunks in the last 2 games that we've done here on the Indy Sports Channel. And Harden Hayes will come back and lay it in this time.
Harden Hayes.
If he doesn't stop scoring here pretty soon, I'm going to run out of room in my scorebook for Malik Harden Hayes. 53-45 now. Archigo with the basketball. Weisenberger, he'll drive baseline and one. Weisenberger with 6 points now with a chance to make it 7.
Foul is on Spuds, number 10. Trey Feeney.
Enoch and Lahai will check in, giving Brashall and Archigo breathers on the bench. 53-47.
Game is number 3, Danny Lahai, and number 10, Sabamna Enoch.
Weisenberger will miss the free throw and a whistle, and I looked down to put the missed free throw in my stat book, and I missed what the call was. So we'll find out officially here from our PA announcer.
Foul is on the Spuds, number 23, Malik Harden Hayes. That's his 3rd personal foul, the team's 7th. Substitution for the Spuds into the game, number 2, Belinda Alamati. At the line shooting for the Bruins, number 10, Sabamna Enoch.
All right, so Sibomana Enoch at the free throw line with 12:18 to go, and Enoch will knock it down. All of Enoch's points are from the free throw line so far, 53-48. Moorhead Spuds, girls hockey team playing Detroit Lakes. The Lakers just scored 6-1 with 1:35 to go in the 3rd period of play. So it looks like the Spuds are on their way to a win here, barring a substantial turnaround from the Lakers. Enoch for the 3. Yes, he got it!
Points, Enoch.
Enoch pulls the Bruins within 2. And now they'll get the ball back down at the other end. 11:49 and counting. Kier Mabor spinning around into the paint outside. Enoch for another 3. No, that one will not go in. Defensive board comes down to the Moorhead Spuds. Berthold defeats our Redeemers 57-50 in Class B girls basketball. That one just went foul.
Moorhead.
A moment to go. While we have a timeout on the floor, we'll keep it right here with 11:35 to go.
Spuds.
53-51 in favor of the Moorhead Spuds. Second half will play. Let's go ahead and take a look at that out-of-state scoreboard, statewide scoreboard, I should say, not out-of-state. Des Lacs Burlington defeats Bishop Ryan by 3 in girls basketball, 38-35. As I mentioned a moment ago, our Gamers 57-50 over Berthold. The Moorhead Spuds lead the Detroit Lake Lakers 6-1 with 1:35 to go in the 3rd period of play in girls hockey. Girls basketball, West Hope Newburgh defeats Botno 62-40. Let's see here, other scores. Bismarck Blizzard up 3-2 at last check. I believe they're playing West Fargo, if I'm not mistaken. The Enderlin Eagles in boys basketball defeats the Waimea Ridgewood Warbirds 66-53. At last check, Richland led Kindred 46-30 at the end of the third quarter. Bowman County defeats Beulah 62-43. The Devils Lake Firebirds lead the Shanley Deacons 30-27 at last check at halftime. You can actually watch that game on ND Sports Network East. Click on the watch button at ndsportschannel.com and then scroll down to Shanley TV and you can watch that game if you have an interest in that one. Inside down low there, that's Drew Hagan. And it's official now. The Moorhead Spuds have defeated the Detroit Lake Lakers 6-1 in girls hockey. That one just went final a few moments ago. Sibomana Enoch picks up his 4th. Team foul number 5.
At the line shooting, number 20, Drew Hagan.
Drew Hagan is 2 for 2 from the line, and he is 3 of 3 from the line with a total of 6 points now. That makes it a 3-point game, 54-51. 11:25 to go here, second half of play. Second free throw, nothing but net. 4 for 4 for Hagan, and it's a 4-point game. Up top is Bashal. Bashal over to, that is Mabor for 3. Weisenberger tried to get the tip in. It didn't go in. As a result, Weisenberger will step up to the free throw line. He's only been there once today, and he's 0 for 1 in the game so far.
Foul, team's 8th at the line shooting, number 22. Dustin Weisenberger.
Team foul number 8, the 3rd personal on Trey Feeney, and Weisenberger will bank in his first free throw of the game. That puts him at 7 points in this matchup and pulls the Bruins back within 3, 55-52, and that one was in and out. Rainey, no, it did not count. I think Rainey's going to get called for over the back.
Foul is on the Bruins, number 23, DJ Rainey, his first personal foul, the team's 6th of the half.
I'll stop the clock with 11:11 to go here. Bruins will inbound the basketball. They'll come up the near sideline here, and over the timeline is Almady. And Gotti now pushes it into the corner here, and the 3 is up, and the 3 is a little bit short. Offensive rebound, back into the hands of Drew Hagan. Hagan can't get that one to go, and a whistle and a foul, and the ball will go back to Fargo South. 10:52 to go here, second half of play.
Fouls on the spot,
it's a 3-point game.
His 4th personal foul, the team's 9th.
Trey Feeney picks up his 4th.
Substitution for the...
So Feeney will come out, coming in is Quentin Haig.
Haig at the line shooting for the Bruins, number 23, DJ Rainey.
Rainey has 2 points in the game. This will be his first trip to the free throw line tonight. His team trailing by 3, trying to cut that deficit down, and the free throw is up and in. He'll make one, he'll get one. Edgley Calm Montpelier defeats South Border 63-26. That one just went final a few seconds ago. Rainey misses the second free throw. It's a 2-point game with 10:48 counting to go here in the second half. Up top now, that is Almady. Almady being guarded by Bershaw. Mady will feed it into the hands of Hagan. Now near wing, that is Wathal. They're working around the perimeter. I think that's Hagan once again back over there. Almady drives in, tries to get by Bershaw, and he'll get that one to drop in.
2 points, Alamadi.
PA announcer says it different all the time, and I try and write it down the way he says it, and then he changes it. So we take a look here at the station cell phone. I don't think anybody's texted us, but maybe I'm wrong. Nope, nobody's texted us yet, so maybe I've said it right more times than I've said it wrong.
Follows on the Bruins,
that's
number
acceptable.
5, Kier Marlborough.
57-53, 10:03 to go.
7th of the half. At the line shooting, number 24.
Kier Mabor picks up his 3rd.
Walfall.
Team foul number 7 now. Brady Walfall at the free throw line with his first points of the game.
For the Spuds. We'll be waiting.
10:03 to go. 58-53, a 5-point basketball game, and he can make it a much harder two-possession game if he can make this free throw, and he does.
Substitution for the Spuds enter the game now. Number 23.
It'll take 2 threes instead of a 3 and a 2 for Fargo South to knot this one up. Danny Lahai with 9 points, brings it over the timeline with 25 to shoot on the shot clock, gives it to Brashal. Brashal with a long 3, looks good, it is good!
Points, Brashal.
Brashal with 5 points now. That's a 3-point game, 59-56, 9:42 and counting. That is Malik Harden-Hayes. He has 3 fouls. He needs to be a little bit careful here with 9 minutes to play. And that foul will be on Lahai. I believe that's his 4th, if it is on Lahai.
Foul is on the Bruins, number 3, Danny Lahai. His 4th personal foul. Team's 8 in the half. Substitution for the Bruins enter the game is number 35, Cameron Archigo. And at the line is number 12, Quinton Haig.
So Quentin Haig at the free throw line, with his team leading by 3 with just over 9.5 to go, 9:33 to be exact, and the free throw's up and in, and as a result, he'll get 1 more. Haig now 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He missed his first, made his second, now his 3rd attempt is on the way. And it's in. 61-55 now. Boys basketball score. Burke County defeats Tioga 53-28. Keep you updated on that. Brashal gets it to Rainey up top to Archigo. Archigo drives into the paint, puts the floater up, drops it in.
2 points, Archigo.
61-58 after the Archigo bucket. And that'll be a foul on DJ Rainey. If it is on him, that should be his 2nd, team foul number 9.
Fouls on the Bruins, number 23, DJ Rainey. His 2nd personal foul at the line shooting, number 12, Quinton Haig.
So Haig, just at the free throw line, is there once again. 7:08 left in the 4th quarter, or in the 2nd half, I should say. Fargo Shanley now leads Devils Lake by 1, 44-43, and it's official. Richland defeats Kindred 51-40. We'll keep you updated on those scores as they come into us here. And he makes both. Haig 4 for 4 in this half, 0 for 1 in the second half, or first half, excuse me, and 4 or 5 in the game from the free throw line. Archigo drives in, whistle will sound, stopping the clock with 8:51 to go. And I believe the foul is going to go on Balin. See how he says it this time. Oh no, it's Angadi. Okay, that was my bad.
Shooting for the Bruins, number 35, Cameron Archigo.
Should be double bonus now for the Bruins for the remaining 8:51 of the half, as Moorhead has hit 10 fouls now. And that one will bounce off the front of the rim for Archigo, who has not made a free throw in this game yet. He's 0 for 2. 63-58, 8:51 to go. Free throw is up off the back of the rim, won't go. Harden-Hayes pulls down the rebound for the Moorhead Spuds. Hayes will bring it up over the timeline, over to the far wing. Nice feed inside, and he laid it off the glass. Quinton Hayes, 6'1" junior, getting the pass there from Harden-Hayes. Girls basketball final, Class A score. Mandan Braves defeat Minot 61-41. 20-point victory for the Braves there, and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. Be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
right, welcome back. 8:37 to go, 65-58 lead here for the Moorhead Spuds. For the Fargo South Bruins here on their home court. Kieran Mabor on the near wing with the basketball, pushes it into the corner there for Brashal. Brashal dribbles back up top to the near wing. Now he steps up for three. He buried it!
Brashal.
Brashal with his second triple of the game at 65-61. And every time Moorhead thinks that they might have a comfortable lead, Fargo South will hit a triple and pull themselves within 5 every time. Harden Hayes underneath, he gets fouled by Brashal. Brashal, if that's on him, which it is, I believe it's a second.
Bruins, number 11, Josiah Brashal. The second personal foul at the line, shooting number 23, Malik.
Another Class B girls basketball score in for you. Glenburn defeats South Prairie 69-38. Harden Hayes with the free throw, up and in. Harden Hayes has not missed here in the second half. 66-61, 8:03 to go here in regulation. And he remains perfect in the second half. 67-61, 8 minutes to go as Lehigh crosses the timeline. Lehigh playing with 4 fouls right now. He needs to be careful. Ali Mata on the near wing, bounce pass up top now for Brajal. Brajal to Weisenberger. Weisenberger looking inside, nobody there. Now he's gonna try and drive baseline, elbow foul, Weisenberger. And that ball will go back to Moorhead.
Fouls on the Bruins, number 22, Dawson Weisenberger. That's his 4th personal foul. Substitution for the Bruins end of the game is number 23, DJ Rainey.
So Rainey will come in for Weisenberger. So both Lehigh and Weisenberger with 4 fouls now, 4 fouls. As well as Sibomana Enoch. And then Kierma Bor has 3, so they're in a little bit of foul trouble here with some of their key players. Brashal pulls down that defensive rebound, trailing by 6, 67-61. If you're asking my humble personal opinion, the Fargo South is lucky to be within 6 right now with all the foul trouble that they're in. Rainey. Brashal pulls up for 3, and it will not rattle in. It rolls around and out. Last touch by Harden Hayes will stay with the Bruins. 7:09 to go here in the second half, excuse me, and a 6-point lead for Moorhead as the Fargo South looking to chip away at that deficit. And they got plenty of time to do it, but they can't make too many more mistakes. That one is a little bit off the mark. Offensive rebound by Brajal, that won't go. Ali Mata pulls down the defensive rebound, and that's going to be a foul on, I think, Ali Mady. Oh, no, check that. Put a 1 in front of that to Quentin Hay.
Fouls on the Spuds, number 12, Quentin Hay. At the line, shooting for the Bruins, number 13, Ali Mata.
So when you're down, the best way to get back into it is score points when the clock is now running, and that's what they can do right here, and so far, so good. They get one closer, 67-62 with 6:59 to go. Ali Mata with his first free throw of the game, and he makes it. And now the second one is up and off the front of the rim. Loose ball comes down into the hands of Quentin Hay. Hillsborough Central Valley defeats Midway Minto 78-53. That's a boys basketball score for you. And in girls basketball, St. John Woodchucks defeat Drake Animus 67-35. We'll keep you updated on those scores as they continue to come into us. It's a 5-point game. Fargo South trails by 5 with just over 6.5 to go. Brajal gets it to Rainey. Once again, Bruins, most of their key players on the bench with 4 fouls. Cross-court pass for Lehigh. He has 4 fouls. Drives down to the baseline. Tried to feed it in there for Mata, but it was taken away by Quentin Haig, and Haig missed the layup. That foul is going to go on Harden Hayes. That'll be his 4th.
That's his 4th.
And it appears that Brady Withall will be checking in here at the after this free throw by Ali Mata.
At the line shooting for the Bruins, number 13, Ali Mata.
So once again, it's still a 5-point game, and for a majority of the second half, it's been a 5-point deficit for Fargo South. They haven't really been able to get it lower than that until now.
Substitution for the Spuds entering the game is number 24, Brady Walfall.
Ali Mata is perfect from the line in this game so far. That's one of the shooters you want at the free throw line if you're a Fargo South Bruin fan. 67-63, 6:22 to go. Free throw is up, and it will drop in, and it's a 3-point game. Into the hands of Ali Mady. Mady will hand it off there for Wathal. Wathal, a whistle and a foul, and I believe that foul is on Kier Mabor. If it is, that's his fourth.
Number 5, Kier Mabor. His fourth personal foul. At the line shooting for the Spuds, number 24, Brady Walfall.
Every foul from here on out will give the opposite team 2 shots at the free throw line. Missed the first one. At the line once again is Brady Wathal. He's 2 for 2 prior to that. Now he's 2 for 3. Stanley defeats Powers Lake 53-45. Grafton defeats Mayport CG 74-50. Those two are final now. Both of those, no, the Stanley game, a girls game, the Grafton game, a boys game. 6 minutes to go here, and it's a 3-point game. Looking to tie it, Brashal, no, a little too strong. Rebound underneath there by Kier Mabor. Mabor will draw contact. That's team foul unofficially, number 12 for the Moorhead Spuds.
Number 14, Anthony Gotti. That's his third personal foul.
Anthony Angadi picks up his third. 2 minutes to go in the game between the Deacons and the Firebirds. It's all knotted up at 52 apiece in that game. That's a game that you can watch on ND Sports Network East. Click on the watch button at ndsportschannel.com if that game interests you between the Fargo Shanley Deacons and the Devils Lake Firebirds. Free throws up and in.
Substitution for the Bruins entering the game is number 22, Dawson Weisenberger. And now substitution for the Spuds entering the game is number 10, Trey Vini.
So with those free throws, Mabor will pull the Bruins within 1. 5:50 and counting. Up and over the timeline, it's Ali Mady. Mady will pick up his dribble, feed it into the hands there with all back to Ali Mady. Ali Mady picks up his dribble, bounce pass near side, that is Hagen. Hagen back up top, looking, feeds it, free throw line, back out, Hagen for 3, got it!
3 points, Hagen.
70-66. It's a 4-point game. Fargo South still in this. Lehigh with 4 fouls. Feeds it into Mata. Mata backs up his defender, can't get it to drop. Defensive board here for the Spuds and a chance to increase their 4-point lead even more. That one will not go, and a whistle and a foul, I believe, is on Anthony Angadi. If it is, it's his 4th.
Fouls on the Spuds, number 14, Anthony Gotti. That is his 4th personal foul. At the line shooting for the Bruins, number 13, Ali Mada.
Class B boys basketball scores. Strasburg Zeeland defeats Napoleon Gackel Streeter by 1 point, 50-49. And in girls hockey, Bismarck defeats West Fargo United 5-3. So the Blizzard and Fargo North South,
Substitution for the Bruins.
2 girls hockey teams battling it out for the number 1 and number 2 spots in girls hockey. Matter of fact, Fargo North South's only non-win was against the Bismarck Blizzard, but the Bismarck Blizzard have a couple non-conference losses, which is why they're number 2 right now. In that particular game, Fargo North South led 4-2 as Mata puts down the free throw. That makes it 70-68. Free throw line jumper up and in.
2 points, Feeney.
Fargo North South led 4-2 late in the third. Bismarck Blizzard got a goal with about 4 minutes remaining in that game. And then Taylor Lenertz for the Blizzard scored with 4 seconds remaining in the third to tie it at 4-4 to send that game to overtime. Neither team would score, and the Blizzard would win in a shootout, which goes into the books officially as a tie. So, like I said, Fargo North South is not officially lost yet. It's a 4-point game. Moorhead will take a timeout, talk it over. We'll keep it right here. Take a look at that statewide scoreboard again. Class B girls basketball. Ada Borup, Norman County West out of Minnesota defeats Hillsborough Central Valley with a score of 75-30. I know the boys' Ada Borup team is undefeated. I'm not sure if the girls' team is, but I know that they're having a good year. We'll put it that way for sure. Once again, Bismarck defeats West Fargo United 5-3 in girls hockey. And at last check, it was tied at 52 between the Deacons and the Firebirds, a game you can watch on ND Sports Network East. 4.5 to go here. 72-68. Moorhead will have the ball in the 4-point lead. Might want to put a dual screen on between this game and the Firebirds Deacons game. Moorhead working the ball around the top of the key and around the perimeter. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. They'll work it down low. That's Hines, excuse me. Keep wanting to say Hines like ketchup, but it's Hines. And Hines gets his first bucket of the night, 74-68. Mabor will give it up to Rainey here on the near wing. Up top now to Brijal. Brijal looking for some help here. Has to put the ball to the floor. Now he'll put up a three. That's in! It's back to a three-point game. That's his third triple of the second half for Josiah Brijal, the 5'6" senior guard for the Fargo South Bruins. 3.5 to go, and it's a three-point game. As Moorhead will work the ball around the perimeter once again, driving in. Or long two is off the mark from Drew Hagan. And Drew Hagan in midair picks up the loose ball and puts it in. That was a nice play there by Drew Hagan. 76-71, and the shot will not count. That will be Donovan Hins.
His third personal foul at the line, shooting for the Bruins.
Unofficially 14 fouls here in the second half for the Moorhead Sparks. West Fargo defeats Wahpeton 68-50 in girls basketball. That one went final just a few moments ago.
For the Spuds, enter the game is number 23, Malik Harton Hayes. And for the Bruins, number 3, Daniel Lahai. And number 10, Subhamna Enoch.
Class B, West Fargo defeats Wahpeton by 1, 63-62. A lot of close games today. 76-72 here, make it 76-73 as Mabor remains perfect from the free throw line. Loose ball taken away by Brijal. Brijal will pull up for three. Got it! We're now up at 76 by the fourth triple by Josiah Brijal. And back the other way comes Drew Hagan. 2:50 to play. Bounce pass into the low block for Hins. Hins back out top there for Feeney. Feeney over to Harden Hayes. Now it's Ali Meady. However you say it. I'm not the type of person to give up on a name. But with 2:30 left in the game, I haven't figured it out yet. I might not figure it out. Girls basketball, Oaks defeats Lamar Litchfield Marion 54-44. 10-point win there for the Lobos. Travel is the call.
Substitution for the Spuds. Enter the game is number 14, Anthony Ngati.
It is a 2-point game, 78-76. Once again, those hotkeys for a scoreboard stick. I'm looking for a solution, but I haven't found it yet. That's probably the most frustrating thing out of everything right now. But more on that later. Rashal thought about the three, gets it back to Lahai. Lahai over to Kiermavor for the triple. No, he missed everything. Weisenberger tried to slap it off the chest there of Ali Mahdi, but Mahdi caught the ball, and Moorhead will come back the other way, leading by 2, 78-76. Ali Mahdi will back up right in front of the midcourt stripe. Now dribble over high on the far side. He'll get the screen from Harden Hayes. That sets up the wide open three-pointer, and it's up and in.
Points, Hagan.
Hagan with the triple. He has 3 of them in the game. Most of the damage has been done in the second half here by Hagan. He only had 5 points in the first half. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12 so far here in the second half, and it's 81-76. And Hardin Hayes will get the tip in. And the Spuds crawl out to an 83-76 lead, and we will have a timeout on the floor as Fargo South wants to talk it over. We'll keep it right here. Thank you to our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations, Game Time, Fargo North Booster Club, Fargo South Booster Club, Fargo Davies Booster Club, North Fargo Softball Booster Club, and a couple of others for helping us make the station what it is today. Taking a look at that statewide scoreboard. Devils Lake defeats Shanley 72-66 in girls basketball, so that one has gone final now. Let's see here, Class B girls score. Henninger Scranton defeats Glen Allen Hebron 78-41. The Grant County Coyotes, last year's state champions, having a rough season as of the last few games, but they do get a win tonight over the Washburn Cardinals by the score of 40-28. Once again, Oaks defeats Lemoore Litchfield Marion 54-44. And that's all the scores that we have so far as we hit 9 o'clock here at the Den in Bruins Country, Fargo South High School. A minute 9 remains in this game, and Moorhead is in a good position to come away with a victory after this thing has been back and forth, and we've been tied, and both teams have had leads. Another Class B girls score has just gone final. That one's up and in. Weisenberger makes it 83-78. Just under a minute to go in this one. We'll get to the rest of those scores after the conclusion of this one or at the next timeout. Hardin Hayes will give it up there for Angotti. Angotti will push it into the hands of Feeney. Hardin Hayes, stutter step, elbow on Weisenberger. That's an offensive foul, and Hardin Hayes fouls out with 29.7 seconds to go. Malik Hardin Hayes will foul out of the game.
Hardin Hayes, that is his 5th personal foul.
Coach talking to the official. I'm not sure if there's a disagreement on how many fouls he has, but I have him down for 5. And now he will come out, and Quentin Haig will come in. 29.7 seconds to go. And the Fargo South Bruins trail by 5. They're still in this, but they got to do it quickly. And that's stolen away, and that could be the dagger if they come back and score. Trey Feeney outside, nobody there, and he doesn't take the shot. Shot clock is off, 13 seconds. And a foul probably on the horizon, maybe not. And 1.
2 points, Angotti.
Well, that will officially end it, as there's no chance for Fargo South to come back now.
Number 35.
They trail by 7, possibly 8 here if Angotti can get the free throw.
Substitution for the Bruins ending the game is number 13, Alimata. And at the line shooting for the Spuds, number 14, Anthony Angotti.
Angotti has missed all his free throws in this game so far. 7.3 seconds to go. And he will miss that one. 5 seconds to go. Grijal has it. Grijal puts up a long 3. It's in at the buzzer, but a little short. And your final score will be 85-81 in favor of the Moorhead Spuds. The Bruins hung in there, but they just couldn't quite close the gap. And as a result, Moorhead hangs on in another single-digit win of the season. They'll improve to 12-3, while Fargo South will fall to 4-9. More on all of that coming up in our post-game show after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed, or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. The ND Sports Channel is proud to give you access to the North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast. Just go to our website at ndsportschannel.com, click on ND Softball All-Stars, and you can have unlimited 24-hour access to each and every episode, past and present. The same episodes are also on our YouTube channel. Just click on playlists and look for ND Softball All-Stars, and click play on the episode of your choice, or watch them all from first to last, or shuffle the playlist to play each episode randomly. Help support and build the ND Softball All-Stars program. Send donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109. For more on ND Softball All-Stars, visit their website, ndsoftballallstars.com. The Class B podcast, presented by the North Dakota Basketball Hub, brings you student-athletes and coaches interviews, Class B rankings talk, game analysis, and more. Check out the website at www.northdakotabasketballhub.com for all the latest and greatest Class B content. Make sure to follow ND Basketball Hub on Facebook and Twitter. Just search at ND Basketball Hub. That's at ND Basketball Hub, and get the latest updates on our podcast schedule and more. Listen to every episode on demand at ndsportschannel.com, as well as on our YouTube channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search at ND Scores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Star Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
All right, welcome back here to the Den and Bruins country as the Fargo South Bruins fall to the Moorhead Spuds. Just a little bit short there as Rishal knocks down a triple at the buzzer, but that would only pull them within 4, and the Spuds pick up another single-digit victory on the year, 85-81. We'll get a look at some of the individual numbers and the team numbers, but first let's go ahead and take a look at the out of the statewide scoreboard. Girls basketball, Lytton, Hazelton, Moffett, Braddock defeats Medina, Pingree, Buchanan 57-44. Fort Wayne's Minnewacan defeats Lakota in girls basketball 67-28. In other girls basketball score, Ned Rose defeats TGU by 2 points, 43-41. The Lisbon Broncos knock off the Northern Cass Jaguars 51-44 in boys basketball. And then another girls basketball score has New England defeating Harding County out of South Dakota 48-22. Let's see here. Mohawk Lansford Sherwood defeats Surrey 55-33. And Hatton Northwood defeats Griggs County Central 69-39, and that is the latest scores that we have. We got one more that just popped in. Dunseith defeats Kenmare in boys basketball 107-63. A final score there between the Dunseith game game. It was 38-36 in favor of the Fargo South Bruins at the end of the first half. They would, the Bruins would go on to score 43 in that second half of play in comparison to 49 for the Spuds. So the Spuds outscore the Bruins 49-43 in the second half to bring us to our final score of 85-81. 11 first half turnovers had the Spuds down for a grand total of 17 in the game. Fargo South had a total of 10 first half turnovers, had them down for a total of 20 in the game, so 10 in each half on the turnover round there for Fargo South. Let's see here, one stat I didn't get added up during the break there. It's 2 for 4 in the first half for Fargo South from the free throw line, and they were, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They were 15 of 20 in the second half, and if I do the mental math right, I do believe that's right around 75%, which puts them at 17 of 24 in the game, and that is just shy of 71%, I believe. Yes, 70.8 if you want to get official on that. For the Moorhead Spuds in the first half, they were 10 of 17 from the free throw line for 58.8%. In the second half, I think they were perfect. No, they missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They were 14 of 15 in that second half of play from the free throw line. That goes into the books as 93%. Overall, they were 24, let's see here, 25, 30, 24 of 32. And I believe that comes out to 75%. So 75% shooting in the game for the Moorhead Spuds from the free throw line. The Fargo South Bruins were 71% in the game from the free throw line. We'll take one more timeout here, and then when we come back, we will select a player of the game, take a look at what's coming up next for these two teams, and wrap things up here from the Den in Bruins Country at Fargo South High School. When we come back after this timeout here on the ND Sports Channel, be right back with your final segment of the post-game show next.
The Class B podcast, presented by the North Dakota Basketball Hub, brings you student athletes and coaches interviews, Class B rankings talk, game analysis, and more. Check out the website at www.northdakotabasketballhub.com for all the latest and greatest Class B content. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the third annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. Welcome back to the final segment of our post-game show here at the Den in Bruins Country at Fargo South High School. Let's go over some individual scoring numbers here, unofficial for the Fargo South Bruins. Daniel High with 9, scored all 9 of those on 3
triples early on in the first half. Did not score the rest of the game. Antoine Clemens with 2. Kier Mabor led the way with 21. Sibomana Enoch with 5. Josiah Brijal with, let's see here, as I turn down the vacuum cleaner in the background there, with 17. Josiah Brijal with 17, 15 of those from behind the three-point arc, including that buzzer beater at the very end. He scored a 2-point basket back in the first half, and then all of his points came in the second half from behind the three-point arc. Ali Mata had 9. 5 of those 9 from the free throw line. He was a perfect 5 of 5 in the game. Dawson Weisenberger also with 9. He went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. DJ Rainey with 3. And Cameron Archigo with 4 for the Fargo South Bruins. Your unofficial individual scoring numbers here for Fargo South. Your unofficial numbers for the Moorhead Spuds. 5 for Belin Alimadi. 7 for Trey Feeney. Quentin Haig with 20, your second leading scorer. Drew Hagan with 17. Malik Harden-Hayes fouled out with 29.7 seconds to go. At that point, he had 30 points in the game. And then 2 apiece for Brady Walthall and 2 for Donovan Hins. And that's your unofficial individual scoring numbers here for the Moorhead Spuds, who improved to 12-3 on the year. Fargo South falling to 4-9 on the year here at home. Let's take a look at what these two teams look like side by side now after the conclusion of this game here. And as I just mentioned, the Spuds up to 12-3 now on the year. They are 5-2 and playing on the road, and they've increased their win streak to 4. They've now scored 1,092 on the season, which is an average of 72 a game. And they've allowed 990, which is an average of 66. For the Fargo South Bruins, they fall to 4-9. And 2-5 here at home. They 1-game win streak turns into a 1-game losing streak. They have now scored 871 on the season, which is an average of 67, and they've allowed 959, which is an average of 73. Coming up next for these two teams, for the Moorhead Spuds, following tonight's win over Fargo South, their next game will be against Elk River. That'll be a 3 o'clock tip-off on the 26th in a couple days from now. And then St. Michael Albertville to kick off February. And then they'll have St. Cloud Tech on February 5th. And then Monticello. I've never been sure how to say that. I've driven through it on my way to Minneapolis, but I've never been able to know how to say it. I do have one friend that I should have probably texted, but she would have told me how to say it. But that's her hometown, so I should know it. But anyways, and then after that matchup, they'll have Alexandria, Grand Forks, Red River, Bemidji on the road, Sartell, St. Stephen, and Detroit Lakes at home, and then they'll wrap up the regular season on February 28th against Brainerd with a 7:15 p.m. tip-off on the 28th of February. For the Fargo South Bruins, up next for Fargo South is their opponents up north, Fargo North. They'll travel up to take on the Spartans, and then they'll have a home game here against Grand Forks Central to kick off the month of February. Back-to-back road games against Shanley and Red River, followed by a home game with the Wahpeton Huskies here on the 12th, and then Valley City and Cheyenne on the road, and then they'll wrap up the regular season on February 21st against the West Fargo Packers. Time now to select a player of the game, and, well, we could have gone a couple of ways here for the Moorhead Spuds. We even could have possibly gone over to the Fargo South side. Honorary mention there to Kier Mabor, as well as Josiah Brijal, and a couple other honorary mentions to Quentin Hagan, Drew Hagan. But our player of the game is going to be the senior Malik Harden-Hayes. Malik Harden-Hayes will be our player of the game. He scored 30 points tonight, one of them from behind the three-point arc. He had him down for 5 assists, 4 steals, and a huge number on rebounds. 12 of those 19 off the defensive boards. He was 13 of 16 from the free throw line for 81.2%. And he had 4 blocked shots, and he fouled out with 27 seconds to play with his 5th foul. And, you know, to get that much with in one game is just absolutely standout stardom right there for Malik Harden-Hayes. The senior for the Moorhead Spuds will be our player of the game as the Spuds hang on for an 85-81 win over the Fargo South Bruins. Coming up next here on the ND Sports Channel, we have a galore basketball games in your near future. Well, I'll be up in Hillsborough Central Valley tomorrow as the girls will take on the Thompson Tommies, 6 o'clock, 7:30, JV and varsity tip-offs respectively there. And then we'll come back home and go. The girls' games are up in Buxton. Then we'll come home and go about 20 miles less of a trip back up to Hillsboro on Saturday for a triple header for you against the Central Cass Squirrels. Boys matchup, CJV and boys at 1, 3:30, and 5 respectively. And then we'll come home, take Sunday off, and then go about 20 miles even shorter than Hillsboro. This time to Hunter. The Northern Cass Jaguars will host the Wyoming Lidgewood Warbirds in boys basketball. JV at 6, varsity at 7, and then we'll have some girls hockey for you once again on Tuesday the 29th. Fargo Davies Eagles and West Fargo United will square off at the Farmers Union Rink at Shields Arena. Then we'll head back up to Hillsboro for what should be a great matchup. You might want to circle that one. Great way to end the month of January as the Burls will take on the Ada Borb Norman County West Cougars in boys varsity basketball. It's not listed there, but we'll have the JV game for you as well. And then Fargo North-South versus Devils Lake and Fargo North Spartans versus Devils Lake in a girls and boys varsity hockey doubleheader on Friday, February 1st, 5:45 and 7:30 p.m. respectively. And then on the very next day on Saturday, we'll head down to Wahpeton and we'll have a busy Saturday. We'll have a grand total of 6 games back to back for you, starting with the NDSCS Wildcats taking on Iowa Western Community College women's college basketball for you here on the ND Sports Channel. And then we'll follow that up with high school girls games. Northern Cass will take on the Sargent Central Cadets. Central Cass will take on the Milner North Sargent Bulldogs. Hankinson will take on the Kindred Vikings. The Tri-State Tigers will take on the Wahpeton Huskies junior varsity team. And then we'll wrap up our Saturday of basketball for you with the nightcap at 8 p.m. when the Wyoming Lidgewood Warbirds will play against the Maple Valley Raiders. And all those games will be at the Blickery Activity Center in Wahpeton. And once again, if you have a chance to get some food down there, I recommend Wahpeton Deli. They're not a sponsor, but their food is so good that they're an honorary sponsor for the next 10 seconds or so. So that's a look at what's coming up here for you on the ND Sports Channel. That's going to wrap it up here from the Den and Bruins country at Fargo South High School. Once again, their final score in the junior varsity game, that was also a good one. Came down to the end, and Fargo South would pick up a 70-65 win in the junior varsity game. And then in the varsity game, Josiah Bruchal hits a triple, 1 of 5 at the buzzer, but that would not be enough to close the gap, and Moorhead would hang on for an 85-81 win. That wraps it up here from Fargo South High School. I want to send a shout out once again to Mike Beaton, the activities director here at Fargo South High School, for always hosting us here in the friendliness and hospitality. Certainly appreciate that. And we'll be back for more games in the future. Be sure to check our website, ndsportschannel.com. Click on that game schedule button to get a complete full list of the upcoming games here. And remember, that subject is always subject to change. So 85-81 in favor of the Moorhead Spuds. That wraps it up. You have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Buxton, North Dakota, for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burls and the Thompson Tommies here on the ND Sports Channel. Have a good night.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.